Hello everybody, and welcome back to Burrows. We're still here in our little hidey hole, with Ken and Jean. It's gonna be fine, right? We're gonna go and rob a man, an elderly man. I'm assuming Ken knows what we're doing. We're doing good. We're doing good. To our surprise, he bursts out in laughter. He doesn't replace the tension in the air. Oh, it doesn't replace the tension in the air. Instead, weighing down on us even harder. Ew! Alright. Toots? Okay. You both pass. Huh? Come on! I already told you. I don't want to hurt anyone. Of course you'll be fine. Then, you're testing our mettle? I needed to know if you were willing to go. After all, we'll only have one shot at this. If you suddenly seemed excited at the opportunity to kidnap and assault them, or worse, I'd have to leave you both behind and take care of things myself. I'm insulted you'd think we'd have that in us to begin with. No, I don't, but this isn't a game anymore. If we mess up, we die. Hate me all you want, but I had to be sure you were good eggs. Huh. Logical as it is, I'm still perturbed. Yeah, I'm an ass. Hate me all you want. Idiot. We're upset because we don't hate you. Without warning, he pulls us both into a hug. I go slack in his arms, feeling the tension in my muscles finally release. Sorry, really. All of this is because of my selfishness. It'll be over soon, I promise. I don't want to lose either of you. I should have trusted you from the beginning. I just have one more question before I agree to anything. Sure, anything, just ask. What happens afterwards? We find the incriminating evidence, and then what? Frank is still head of the force. Who's to say this won't get buried and your case thrown out? And afterwards, he sits back and stares at the ceiling, genuinely stumped. I don't know why, but I can't imagine anything past this point. So, you don't have an answer? The evidence is easy. I'll just send it automatically I'll send it, not automatically, anonymously to a journalist who works for the local paper. They'll get the information out faster than the cops would, and without bias. Whether or not people will believe it, that's out of my control. I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't change how people see me. A murderer. Are you okay with that? He shrugs, a wry smile stamped on his face. As long as he goes down with me, I could care less. I've never felt free, even before this shit went down. But hey, if we can escape the cycle and ride somewhere new, it'll be your pick, guy. I failed to see how being forever on the run despite his innocence would be a positive, and he's beyond reason at this point. Can't he see anything past his desire for revenge? Alright, just promise me you'll start thinking about your future a bit after this is over, okay? There's more to your life than this town, trust me. Deal. Now rest up. We only have a few hours until sundown. That should give me enough time to start getting... Babette? That's what that is, yeah. Babette ready. With that, we finish our sandwiches, and spend the rest of our time going over the finer details of his plan. I can only hope things go exactly as he envisions. But my grandmother's old saying rings true at the best of times. Man plans, God laughs. Go, okay. Fine. What? You know I'm right, right? Oh, of course, dear. Silly me for having my own opinion. Don't you start. If you disagree, just say so. Honestly, do you really not see the problem with how you acted tonight? Damn it, Michelle. Stop beating around the bush and just tell me why you're upset. And you can call me manipulative. Fine. You were flirting with our waitress the entire night. I was not. I have eyes, Chester. How was I flirting? Now what's a lovely girl like you doing waiting tables? You should be in pictures with a face like that. So being nice is flirting now. Oh, I'm sure you were really concerned with her career choices, dear. You're just a friend of the people, you paragon of virtue. Come off it! You'd be mad if I talked to anyone of the female variety, beautiful or not. So you admit, you thought she was beautiful. Objectively speaking, yes. Christ, you have no self-awareness whatsoever. I'm a doctor. I see everything objectively. Would it kill you to consider my feelings once in a while? I'm not your patient, I'm your wife. You know how I was No, what does it say? You knew how I was when we got married. Why act surprised now? She was half your age, Chester. Barely out of high school. Should a man's urges wither and die after reaching a certain age? Am I not allowed to yearn once in a while? Ugh. If you must yearn, can you at least do it when I'm not around? How am I supposed to feel when you cast that lustful gaze onto anything with a pair of breasts and two legs? Sweetie, I clearly hurt your feelings. I'm sorry, really. You know me. I just can't help myself sometimes. But that's not limited to other women. I'm sure. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been so eager to snatch up this town's hottest commodity, despite going against tradition. Do you mean it? Dear... Do you think anyone who wasn't madly in love with you would withstand your fury? What, your fiery passion? That is what that says, not fury. Fiery? You lash out because you care. Well... Come on, with a waist this tidy and grabbable. With legs this gorgeous. Dear, we're barely out the front door. Someone will see us. Let them. You little charmer. Does this mean I'm forgiven? For being... what is this word? Alaskivos? I don't know, man. I don't know. Yes, but for getting me hot and bothered. You'll need to pay for that. Come on. No. Wait here. I'm going to slip into something a little lighter. You minx! Keep me guessing when I'm already this excited. Remember that bedroom set you saw in the Stacy's catalog last month? Remind me, my sweet. Oh, that little lace number in white. The one you said was fit only for the whore of Babylon. Ah, I remember. I remember such a set, but you'll have to jog my memory.
Did you already?
What the?
Were you expecting anyone tonight, dear?
No, not until tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning.
Crap. Is it our turn already?
Of all the times I'm coming! Christ!
More like came. At least put some pants on.
I'm only going to tell them to leave us before... Honestly, coming by at this time of night. Hello.
Good evening, sir. Who is it?
Just some... shit, just somebody selling Girl Scout cookies.
At 9 at night?
What are you, nuts? My wife would lose it if she saw me talking to a girl like you.
Oh, you flatter me, but I promise I won't be long. Won't you undo the chain and open the door a little more?
You sort of caught me at a bad time. All of my clothes are in the laundry, so,
Oh, it's no problem. I can wait here, but first, let me tell you of my plight. You see, my little Corvette, a car, yes, just called it quits a few yards down the road, and I was wondering if you could give me a jump. Yes, that's it. I really just need a quick fix, and then I can be on my way.
Sorry, but we're kind of in the middle of something. You can try the house down the road, the Fredericksons. They'll probably be happy to...
No. It has to be you. This face. Love this face. That is, I already tried. Your house was the only one with the lights on. Dear, what's taking so long?
Just a moment, honey. Look, I really hate to see a pretty face like yours look so sad, but there's really nothing I can do.
But there's so many things you could help me with out there. Alone, in the dark.
Goodness, that grip.
This is already so damp. Come on, nobody else has to know. It would only take 5 minutes.
But my wife.
Shush, I'm your wife now.
Okay, I think we're in the clear. You ready?
As I'll ever be. Is that our entry point? I gesture to a basement entrance with a double door sticking out of the earth, chained tight with a simple padlock.
Yep. Just keep watch while I take care of it.
Aye. I peek around the edge of the house, seeing Jean barely illuminated by the light of the front door. I can just make out the top of someone's head through the foyer window, but from this perspective, it's impossible to tell who. No telling how long we have. You'd better hurry up and pick that. I jump as a loud clang rattles my ears. I turn around to see Ken holding a large rock above his head.
Are you crazy? What are you doing? Huh? I'm trying to break the lock, dumbass.
What happened to having every part of this plan for ages?
What was I supposed to do? Waltz into a bookstore and buy a book on lockpicking?
I just assumed you already knew how. You have a I pick locks for fun kind of vibe.
Normally I'd kick your ass for that comment, but we don't have the time. I used to play in this yard after our sessions. I know for a fact any sounds from back here don't reach the front of the house.
Yeah, but... Another loud clang. What if someone else hears us?
Great, trust me, we'll be okay.
I sigh and nod, putting my trust in him. I only hope Jean can hold their attention long enough for us to get in unnoticed. Okay. Wait, who is this? Doku. Yes, okay. I was like, is this Jean or Doc?
Wait, what was that?
I didn't hear anything. So things have been that rough between you two, have they?
I'm, telling you, it's like going to bed with a block of ice every night. When a young thing like you learn to do that with your hands.
I went to a co-ed. You pick up things like this. This is taking too long. Something isn't right. So much for my big plans to reignite things. Did I really think this would have been enough to fix our marriage? I know he's seeing other people. I've been cheating for years. We're just too different. Come on, girl, don't fall apart now. It's just a little college-age twit. She doesn't have the experience you have. She doesn't have the... Oh, and look, now my bra's coming undone. Honestly, I... Huh?
You?
Jesus, it can't be. Shit. He froze. Ken? It's too late. She screams. Shit! I push past him and chase her down the hall. She's fast, but I'm stronger. I reach out and grab the loose fabric. I yank her back. She yelps, voice breaking. We struggle. She slips away. I chase her again. The side of my vision grows dark as I narrow in on her. She cannot escape. She's still screaming for help. Her makeup is running. I gain the upper hand when she catches the edge of the carpet. I feel her body heave as we both hit the floor, me on top of her. What felt like minutes was only a few seconds. I look up and the darkness recedes, returning my mind to that of a sane, thinking mammal.
Dear?
Okay. The jig is up. Just a few steps from the stairwell, and I'm already at the front of the house. Doc and Jean stare in bewilderment at the scene unfolding before them.
You son of a... Nobody move!
Everyone freezes as the click of a gun sounds behind me.
You...
With a grunt, Jean pushes the door in with enough force to break the chain, slamming it into Doc's side in the process. Man, this all went bad, didn't it? Huh.
You little...
The fox locks the door behind him and knees Doc in the back, pushing him in Ken's direction. He eyes the barrel of the gun and throws his hands up in surrender. Uh-oh. Gun. Pretty good. We love to see it.
Fine, just don't hurt. Not another word.
Gray, the rope. I nod and force my elbow onto the back of Michelle's neck as I pull the rope from under my shirt. I expected more of a fight, but she's shockingly frail. I'm sorry. I never wanted to come to this. She only replies with a frantic cry and scream. Ken sucks his teeth, annoyed at her completely natural response to being assaulted.
Great. Gag her with something. Someone's bound to notice if she's kept up like this.
If she keeps up like this, okay. But
Now!
I flinch and nod, grabbing a decorative cloth from a nearby table and angling it around her face. She squirms, causing it to hook around her neck. It causes her airway off. It cuts her airway off for a second, and I almost lose control of the situation as I pull away.
Get off of her, you piece of...
Ken closes the distance in an instant, striking Doc across the face with a gun. Michelle cries out a final time before I promptly secure the gag. Tying it tight. Okay.
I guess you're not used to being the one taking orders, are you?
The beaver doubles over in pain. Ken nods toward Jean, who starts binding Doc's arm without missing a beat. I realize there's no reason to stay on top of Michelle and get off of her. Ken grabs her by the arm and pulls her over to Doc, pushing her down so they'll line up like proper hostages. A sudden rush of cold static runs through my body as I stumble to my knees. The reality of what I've just done finally starts to set in. I chased her down like a predator. I tackled her, hurt her. I want to vomit. I make the mistake of glancing her way and wince, seeing the fear in her eyes. She's shivering, makeup running down her face and staining her fur. It's already all gone wrong. This isn't what I wanted. I never wanted to be the bad guy.
Gray. You did good. I'm sorry to have you put you through that. I'm going to take over from here. You and Jean can wait out somewhere else.
No. I need to stay here. I agree.
Why?
I grab his pants and pull... What? His pant leg? No, sorry. Shut up. I grab his pants leg and pull myself up, and knees still wobbling. To make sure you keep your word. His eyes widen before relaxing into a soft glare.
Probably for the best. You goddamn brat!
Ken's eyes dart over to him, and I almost hear electricity crackle in his fur.
So you finally show your face after all this time, in this your big... Oh wait, is this your big plan? Quiet. Rough up an innocent old man and his wife in their own home. How will this change anyone's mind? I said quiet, didn't I? You're a violent criminal, with not a shred of decency left. Killing me here would only prove that. You mother. Help! Somebody!
Michelle looks away as Ken strikes Doc across the face, blood dripping onto the carpet from his swollen lips.
Go ahead. Try to scream for help again. I can do this all night. Good boy. You're right. I'm not here to kill you. I'm here to get some answers.
He squats down to get at Doc's level, propping his head up with his gun. Alright, everyone, I'm gonna end the part here, so I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.